Morning, ladies. Morning. Let's come out. Right, shall we go and have a look and see how many eggs there are? I think there'll be a lot, won't there? Because I forgot to collect them yesterday. I expect nobody collected them on Friday. So let's go and have a look how many eggs there are. I'm not that ready to put them in. Are we ready? Oh dear. Oh dear. What a mess. There we go. There we go. So I've got a little bit of a knitting disaster here. Really hard to tell the colours here, but that white should be in the middle of those purple. And I've got a whole row and a half to unpick to sort that out. And when there's, I don't know, over 200 stitches, at least 200 stitches on the round, it's going to take a little while to do. Never mind. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Little Likac Vlogtober, day 2. So my name is Amanda and I am coming to you today from Derby in the middle of the UK. And this is my Vlogtober series, which is a focus on knitting and crochet and just kind of things that I'm getting up to in October. So yesterday was my first day, and as I said to you yesterday, got a little bit of a cold, so just feeling a little bit under the weather, but actually today hasn't been too bad. So I've got quite a few things to show you, and I videoed a few things this morning. And the first thing this morning really was, well, firstly I sorted out the chickens, and then I had a knitting course that was run by the Woolly Badger, which is Jackie Badger, hence her name, the Woolly Badger. And she's a knitwear designer. I'm not sure where she's, from Bristol. And she runs some online courses. And the one that I did with her this morning was about how to adjust your knitwear for a fuller bust. I won't tell you what her nickname for the course is. Let me just say it's, what's it? Knits that fit your... and it rhymes. Anyway, so I did that this morning. So it was really interesting actually. It was talking about different ways that you can approach actually making, choosing the right size to knit, how to perhaps put increases into your knitting over your bust area, how to put waist shaping and things like that. It was a really good course. There was a lot to take in. She does say it is designed, it's not a beginner course, it is for sort of competent knitters who have perhaps knitted a few sweaters. I've knitted quite a lot of sweaters and things. So yeah, it was really interesting. Luckily, I didn't have to take notes. Luckily, she sends you a recording of the course afterwards. So I was knitting while I was listening. It was an hour and a half, and I'd say the first hour I was, you know, with it and, you know, following, and the last half an hour I was beginning to kind of go, yeah, I'm glad this is recorded because some of this I'm going to have to go back over. But it was really good, and I'm sure there are some things in there that I am going to try the next time I knit myself some sweaters, which is quite often. So yes, I was just going to show you, you can see some of the footage of me watching her, and obviously Stu decided it was very interesting as well, and he joined me too. He's down here at the moment. And I was just knitting on my socks that I'd started last weekend at Yarndale, because I thought, oh, this is just nice, easy stocking stitch, don't need to worry about what I'm doing. But I've done the heel, started on the heel flap, and I don't know if you can see what's wrong. I've just done the heel flap in plain stocking stitch as well. I haven't done any slip stitches, and at first I thought, well, it won't matter, and then I thought, well, actually the slip stitches give it reinforcement, and actually I think the slip stitches perhaps bring it in a bit, so I am going to have to rip that back, which is a little bit annoying. I've not had a lot of luck actually the last few days knitting a while on Zoom and things. Last night I was knitting the Steinbeck sweater. Steingas sweater that I'm knitting for Eloise, my eldest daughter, and when I woke up this morning I looked at it and I realised I had to tink back a couple of rows because I've made a mistake. Actually, I've got some footage of when I came downstairs first thing this morning, and you can see I went to bed I don't know, about midnight, whatever, and just left everything lying around on the sofa. To be fair, that's fairly usual for me anyway, but yeah. And Stu had decided to commandeer the sofa first thing this morning. Right, so yeah, so that was what we did first, or what I did first, participating in that course. Then we went to a little craft fair, or artisan makers fair, and that was being held at a hotel in Derby, where my daughter works. Actually, that's how we knew about it. So we popped over there and had a look, and so you can see the footage of all the various stalls that there were at this little market, and it was really quite cute. So when we got back from there, well actually I'll just show you, bought some nice chocolate brownies and things which you can see us buying, but also I bought these. So there were a couple of candle stalls. The dog's now looking at me thinking, oh mum, you got me anything to eat. And they had some wax melts, pick and mix wax melts, and there was, I think that was an orange cinnamon one, and then I got some lemon ones, but she also had these really cute little pumpkin ones. So I got these little wax melts, so I will be using those at some point in October as well. So that was all quite cute. Ooh, I'm getting notifications coming through. So yeah, did buy some dog treats as well for you know who. So what else have I been doing? So I've been working on the Jennifer Steingass sweater this afternoon, catching up with some podcasts, so watching Mandy from Mouse's Knits, her podcast, and Nitty Natty, I watch hers, Alex, my Yarny Corner. So yeah, I've been watching a few podcasts and knitting this afternoon. And if you want a little update on the yarn that I dyed yesterday, as I said to you yesterday, I can't show you most of it because most of it is surprise ones, but the one that I did, which was called Witch's Brew, hasn't finished drying yet. This is Witch's Brew. There are 3 skeins of this that I dyed. I'm just going to decide now how I'm going to actually wind it, because when you wind your skeins, how you wind it can make it look very, very different. So yeah, but it hasn't finished drying yet anyway. It'll go into the shop later this week, probably next weekend if I'm honest. So I could do it like that, or I could put the green down one side, but then actually you lose the green, and actually there was quite a lot of green in there, so yeah. Probably won't skein it that way, wind it that way. Yeah, I will probably do it like that, I think, because then you can see that there is quite a lot of green. Yeah, I'll probably do it like that. Anyway, so yeah, so that needs to finish drying. The Mystery Sock Club is drying, but if you remember, I said to you yesterday, well, I didn't say what you would win, but I mentioned yesterday a giveaway. So if you're looking out for the little crochet pumpkin, I did finish him last night. Him? I don't know why I'm calling the pumpkin a him. I finished the little crochet pumpkin last night. It has appeared already in the video. If you keep a note of where you saw it in the video today, keep a note of where you see it in the video every day, you will win, you'll be entered for the giveaway, and the winner of that giveaway will win a well, the full 100 gram and 20 gram mini skein for this month's sock club, which I will show later in Vlogtober. Okay, so that's it really from me. If I do film anything else before I put the video together, I will add it in. But what I'm planning on doing is kind of finishing filming for each day at by about 6 o'clock, putting the video together and putting it online. And then anything that I do after 6 o'clock this evening, if there's anything that's kind of knitting related, it will go into tomorrow's video. Does that make sense? I hope that's okay with everybody. Yeah, during the week these videos are likely to be very short, probably just 5 or 6 minutes, because mostly I will be at work, but I've got 2 weeks at work and then I've got 2 weeks off, and we are going to Prague, where I've already checked out a couple of yarn stores. I will probably be going up to York to see my eldest daughter. Yeah, there'll be quite a lot of things going on in the last 2 weeks, so watch out for that. Right, I'll see you tomorrow.